even though we might not be fighting to death or fighting until one of us is knocked out, there's this thing that comes into it when it's in a fight. Like I'm learning more about being assertive because I have to go on the offense and attack.
Right.
And so, to your point, there's this camaraderie. I mean, I call you my Jim Jones bro,
Yeah.
because we sweat together in the gym. But when I saw you moving from your competition to being a business owner, I knew there was a story there that would be useful for other people,
Yeah.
because really you're a business athlete.
Right.
And so sort of tell us, what's the transition you've had to go through from competing to actually having your own gym here at Church and State?
Yeah. Well, I just felt like it was the next step, basically. As you train, I mean, I started training in 1998, so this is my 18th year of training. So,
Wow.
So as you progress, to get better and better, you have to do different things, right?
Well, let's just go into that. When you say the word training,
Mm-hmm.
this means it's sleep, it's recovery, it's
Yeah.
nutrition, and it's what you do in the gym, and it's a program you follow. It's not just getting up every day and working out hard or 4 times a week.
Right.
There's a difference between working out and training. So
It depends on what your goals are, right? If you want to be the absolute best at a sport, then every minute of every day, holds a chance that you can get a little bit better, right? Even if I'm not in the gym, even if I'm, sitting down, reading a book or whatever, it was something that was constantly in my mind. What can I be doing now to be better? Oh, I need to be resting. I need to be icing this, drinking more water, eating better. There's always something you can do, to get better. So, as I got older, and as the years started piling on, I realized, well, I can't keep, grinding away as, as hard as I was. So I felt like, opening a school and passing my knowledge on was the next step to not only pass the knowledge on, but to also for me to get better from teaching other people. So a little bit of selfishness involved there, and I mean, I'll be honest with you with that.
well, but I think that's the point, as an entrepreneur.
Right.
You moved it from what can I do to be better to win another medal or to get another title to how can I pass this on and get better.
Right.
My own experience, my own training, and pass it on.
And pass it on.
And
right.
to me, that's the legacy of human beings, is paying it backward, paying it forward. Right. So I don't know if that's selfishness or a highly moral, ethical act.
There you go. There you go.
I tend to look at it that way. So you have a wonderful philosophy. You've learned from some wonderful mentors.
Yes.
But you have your own take. So how do you stay true to an art or a jiu-jitsu form like the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and add your piece of it?
Yeah, that's the challenge that every a good instructor faces. But that's also the fun of it. I mean, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is a martial art, so it is an art. So that implies that I create something, right? And so that's kind of the beauty of it, or one of the beauties of it, is that you get the same satisfaction that an artist would get. Okay, so
putting your own hue or your own style.
right. So you're starting fencing. So now you're learning. Okay, this is a sword. This is how you hold the sword. So it's like your instructor is teaching you. Okay, this is a paintbrush. This is how you paint a tree. This is how you paint a house. And then once you get those down, the goal is for you to start painting your own pictures. And then hopefully one day you'll be painting masterpieces.
That's such a great analogy, not just for the gym, not just for
Right.
competition or combat. It's also a great analogy for business owners, because I work with the entrepreneurs, and there are structures and there are strategies. Everybody is unique. They have a unique thumbprint, and they put that on their business, and nobody could build a business just like they could. Nobody could build a gym just like you can.
That's true.
And here you are in your space, and you started a while back, and you told me you'd always thought someday you'd have your own gym.
Right. I've always said that. So I've been a little bit worried that would never happen, because I truly believe in doing what you say, and that's why I said it so much too, is because I knew if I say this, I'm gonna have to do it one day.
Did you talk out loud to other people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I study goal getting.
Okay.
Not just goal setting.
Yeah.
And one of the keys is to say it out loud, It is say it at other people.
That'll hold you accountable for it.
Yes.
Right.
And you did that.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a good thing here that you're being willing to admit. And anybody that starts a business or anybody that starts a new endeavor, let's say you have people come in and they want to learn combative arts. You may say it to somebody else, but you live in that intimate, dark space in between saying it over and over and having it done.
Right.
Having it arrive in the tangible, palpable world. So how did you get yourself through that dark night of the soul?
Yeah, yeah. It was a couple years, I guess, of.
And it can be years.
It can be. You know, there's a lot of doubt, and how am I going to do this, and where am I going to do it, and how is this all going to work, and this and that. But just so happens, one of the founders of Church and State, a guy named Ron, has been my student since 2008, and so we've. I know Ron, I know his family, I know his wife, his kids, has been to his house, so we're close friends. And so whenever he bought this place and fixed it up, he had brought me here just to kind of show me things and let me, check it out or whatever. And so, so I came and looked at it, and then I left, and I started thinking, man, that place would really benefit from having a gym, from having a workout gym, but also Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and having sort of that martial art flavor too as well.
Okay, so you just showed up in a regular flow of your life, and the idea occurred after you'd been here.
Right. Well, actually, I think I was walking through going, man, this would be a great place to put a gym.
And then
just thinking in my head.
Like, why not my gym?
Right. I was thinking, wow. And so, it was just that idea, and then I went home and started thinking and talking with people, and then approached Ron about it, and he of course, he loved the idea of having a gym.
Sure,
down here
knowing you, knowing Church and State, you could see it together.
Yeah, so it was one of these things that it just felt right from the very beginning, and it was.
Love it when that happens.
Right. I was very, very fortunate that it all happened, and it was to me, it's just a testament of keeping your training partners close and really appreciating them.